a furious game in which the only thing used is the body. In this game, a person working with his teammates captures the raider invading his territory. Dragging the raider down and forcing him out leads to victory. If this game has to be described the way it looks, it might be a running combat sport, and this game is called KABADDI. In this world of sports, a first-year Noukin High School student, Yoigoshi Tatsuya, used to be a very talented soccer player called Yoigoshi the Unstoppable at that time. However, the rude behavior from coaches, even at the slightest mistakes, and his teammates wallowing in jealousy force him to hate all sports. After that, Yoigoshi hates communicating people and does only online live streaming. At present, two second-year soccer players visit Yoigoshi's apartment requesting him to join their soccer club. However, Yoigoshi refuses and scares them away. After that, he continues his Mikamiko live streaming, but when he hears the voice of someone coming, he suddenly hides his computer. A first-year kabaddi player, Azemichi Souma, enters his apartment and invites him to join the kabaddi team. Yoigoshi refuses to join the team, but when Azemichi insists and grabs him tightly, Yoigoshi is unable to free him despite the difference between their size and power, forcing him to see the kabaddi team. As they arrive at the gym, Yoigoshi gets surprised to meet two muscular players, Misumi Kyoai and Date Shinji. Later, as the team's vice-captain, Iriki arrives. Yoigoshi feels that he is a nice guy and takes him away to talk separately. He tells Zira that he cannot join the team because he is busy with other things. However, this nice guy appears to be an evil, as he threatens Yoigoshi to spread his live streaming activities among everyone in the school. Yoigoshi falls into his trap and accepts to join them for one day only. Afterward, Aira informs him about the game's rules, that it is something similar to playing tags. The raider goes alone to tag the opponents while keep saying "Kabaddi, Kabaddi" without taking a breath. The slightest graze against the clothes or even a single hair is counted as a tag, and after the contact is made, the raider gets to struggle and has to return to his territory to secure his point, while the defense must capture the raider to do so. After that, Aira asks Yoigoshi to try playing it with Azemichi. Yoigoshi does not want to play but also does not want to be lost by idiots. During the game starts, Yoigoshi feels embarrassed playing the game, but he has to prove them all wrong. As the game ends, Aira apologizes Yoigoshi for threatening him earlier and shows that he has deleted all videos. He also shows him his community page with 100 more followers than before, which surprises Yoigoshi. However, when Aira offers him more followers for a game with Azemichi, with the rules that if he loses, Yoigoshi has to join the team, and if Azemichi loses, Aira will give him more followers. Yoigoshi accepts his offer, but the scene turns out to be different because Azemichi is far stronger than he looks. The match ends with Yoigoshi's defeat, and he has no other option but to join the team. Later that night, Aira calls the team's captain, who is in Maisei's hospital and will be discharged in a month. The following day, the soccer team's coach, Tanakaka, meets Yoigoshi at his apartment, requesting him to join the soccer team. Yoigoshi refuses, saying he has already been forced to decide on a team. When the coach insists that the soccer team really needs Yoigoshi the Unstoppable, Yoigoshi thinks he is not unstoppable anymore because he keeps failing his raids against Yura, Misumi, and Date. The defense of three players holds their hands to form a chain to surround the raider. However, Yoigoshi insists on raiding then defense because he does not want to hold hands with these guys. After getting defeated many times, Azemichi goes next for the raid, but much of surprise to Yoigoshi when Azemichi gets the first struggle. And when he is returning, Aira captures him. Still, he also manages to get his win with second struggle. Yoigoshi, with a plan to defeat the defense, again raids, but this time, he surprisingly touches Date's shoes and gets back instantly. However, just as he is about to return, his shoelaces snag, causing him to fall to the ground. So they buy a new pair of kabaddi shoes for Yoigoshi. However, after returning from the store, Misumi asks Yoigoshi if he gets a girlfriend. Yoigoshi refuses, saying they only get in the way. The only person with a girlfriend is Azemichi, and when Yoigoshi sees his girlfriend's picture, he gets outraged. Later, Yoigoshi and Azemichi attempt to defend against Misumi and Date's raid, but they get thrashed by their seniors. After keep failing to understand their movements, Yoigoshi and Azemichi try to use finger signs to plan their movements. Yoigoshi's plans work very well, but when Azemichi is unable to cooperate with the same speed as him, Yoigoshi gets depressed, thinking his past that he left soccer, because his teammates were unable to coordinate with him. After that, on the next raid, when Yoigoshi sees his chance to capture Misumi, he rushes to grab his legs but forgets to give Azemichi signs. However, much of surprise for Yoigoshi when Azemichi suddenly appears and captures Misumi. He feels like his machine has started working for the time, allowing him to participate in the game more openly. A month has passed, and the team's captain Ojo Masato has been discharged from the hospital and is ready to return to the team. On the other hand, while Yoigoshi is practicing the breathlessness of the can't by wearing a mask. He suddenly bumps into Ojo. As Ojo is freshly discharged from the hospital, he feels dizzy and cannot walk. Yoigoshi takes him to a park and gets him a bottle of water. At the time, neither Ojo knows that this man is Yoigoshi, nor Yoigoshi knows that this weak body is the team's captain, until Misumi and Date suddenly arrive and welcomes him back from the hospital. Yoigoshi gets surprised to know this reality, and when they all go to the gym, he challenges the captain to a game. As Ojo raids, Yoigoshi does not even feel his presence and is unable to move until Ojo returns to his territory. Yoigoshi gets surprised and re-challenges him. As Ojo raids again, Yoigoshi tries copying his techniques, surprising everyone. However, he manages to avoid one attack from Ojo, but grabs his arm on the second attack, which turns out to be his biggest mistake as Ojo counterattacks and takes him down with his technique. The following day, Ojo asks his old friend Rakugan Ayumu, Souma High School Kabaddi team captain, for a practice match between the schools. Yoigoshi and his teammates start preparing for the match, while Ojo, being sick, is unable to participate, but tells them how to beat Soua's ace raider, Ren Takaya. As the Noukin's team arrives at Souma High School, they meet Takaya in their locker room and get ready to beat Souma High School. Later, the match starts with Takaya raiding with a strange pose. He instantly tags Azemichi and tries to touch Yoigoshi. However, Yoigoshi avoids his attacks, but Misumi falls into his trap. Takaya crosses the bonus line and returns with 2 points. Misumi and Azemichi leave the court while Yoigoshi goes for the first raid. Yoigoshi surprises everyone with his new rolling kick that he has been practicing lately and manages to get 3 points at the start. The match continues and Takaya raids again. He encounters Yoigoshi first, and when Yoigoshi is about to grab his legs, Takaya instantly sees through his moves and tags him. However, he does not stop there but heads deeper and crosses the bonus line with tagging Misumi and Ura. With 4 more points, Yoigoshi, Misumi, and Ura have to leave the court, remaining Azemichi and Date. Date goes to raid, but Rakugan captures him with ease. After that, Azemichi remains and has to deal with Takaya. He tries his best to grab his legs, but Takaya gets away quickly. With everyone outside the court, Noukin High School faces Lona, which is in exchange for everyone returning. The other team gets 2 additional points. The match continues, but when Azemichi faces injury, Ojo takes his place and goes for his first raid. He tags everyone unexpectedly fast, even before they can see him. However, Rakugan somehow manages to avoid his raid. Ojo returns to his territory with 4 eliminations and 1 bonus point, a total of 5 points. Rakugan raids, but only after crossing bonus point. He returns so he can encounter his old rival, Ojo, alone. However, when Ojo raids, it is revealed Ojo was injured not by any defense, but because of his intense hard work and training. Rakugan encounters Ojo, but is unable to stop him, realizing that Ojo is on a whole different level. The match continues with 2 points difference between the teams and Rakugan raids with only 50 seconds remaining. Rakugan tries his best to tag Ojo and to score more points, but as he is about to return with 2 points, everyone captures him while Ura grabs his arm to resist any further. However, the game ends, but Noukin loses with only 1 point. Yoigoshi is frustrated with the loss, but is eager to win the tournament, which is about to happen in 3 months. Later, as 3 new members, Ban, Seiki, and Hitomi, join the Kabaddi team, Ura and Ojo makes the team formation where Yoigoshi is placed on the left corner, while Ojo is placed on the right corner of the team, both having the same roles. After explaining the team formation, they decide to have a practical look at the formation. Later, the players are divided into Misumi and Date's teams so they practice more efficiently. As days pass by, the players get closer to each other and are able to coordinate more efficiently. The training goes on for several days, while Ojo keep raiding for both teams. However, as Misumi has been defending with Date for a long time now, he has started facing difficulties for not having Date on his side. But Misumi covers up the situation after strategizing with Azemichi and Ban, and somehow manages to capture Ojo. With Misumi's team's handwork and practice, Ojo somehow manages to win. Later that night, Ura and Ojo plan to have a practice match with their old juniors, the captain of Saitama High School, Yuto Hiramoto, and Sakura Manabu. Arriving at the school, Hiro and Sakura welcome Noukin's players and become happy to see their seniors. Later, the match between the 2 schools begins with Sakura raiding first. Sakura acquires the same style as Ojo but rushes wildly for the tag. However, Ira, reading his mind, goes straight to grab his legs. Sakura tries to escape with his spinning technique, but Misumi and Date suddenly grab him and stop with Ira's help. With their ace out of the court, Ojo has to raid to keep the momentum. But on the other hand, Yoigoshi desperately wants to raid next. So Ira and others allow him to raid. As Yoigoshi goes for the raid, he runs straight to the defense but unexpectedly takes a sharp cut, allowing him to tag 2 players and surprise everyone. After that, Hiro comes for the raid and aims for Yoigoshi, but Yoigoshi dodges easily and forms a chain with Azemichi. However, Hiro suddenly rushes through his large legs, performing a dubki technique and escapes with 2 points. As Yoigoshi is out and Sakura returns to the defense, Ojo raids and rushes with his insensible presence to tag Hiro, but Hori avoids his attacks. After that, when he is about to tag Sakura, Hiro grabs his leg while 2 defenders try to capture him. However, Ojo pushes Hiro to gain speed and tags the defenders. When he is about to escape, Sakura grabs his leg, forcing him to fall on the ground, but Sakura gets late doing so, as Ojo already passes the line. Noukin School gets 4 points, but Ojo faces head injury, causing him to take rest for the entire game. Taking the opportunity, Hiro takes Lona, giving Noukin's team 4 extra points. Sakura raid again and touches Seki instantly. However, he does not stop there but goes deeper to gain more points. Sakura manages to cross the bonus line and also tags everyone except Yoigoshi, making his return with 7 points. Yoigoshi raids and tries to eliminate Sakura with his instant back technique, but when he returns, his foot slips, allowing Sakura to capture him. The match continues. Yoigoshi fights bravely, but the point gaps do not close, and eventually both teams approach their peak fatigue. Ojo returns to the game while Sakura raids again. Sakura aims for Ojo and rushes toward him. Watching this, Misumi tries to capture Sakura, but Sakura dodges his attack and tags Ojo. As he is about to return, Misumi tries to grab him again, but he manages to escape. After that, as Yoigoshi raids again, he tries to gain many points but only gets 2, bringing Misumi and Iro back. As Sakura raids again, he tags Yoigoshi and Azemichi and tries to escape, but Misumi captures him, and after much struggle, he successfully stops Sakura. Yoigoshi raids with only 5 seconds remaining in the match. He tags the first defender right away and rushes to the next one. After tagging the second defender, Yoigoshi takes back step and instantly rushes to the third defender. When he has enough points to win, he rushes back but encounters Hiro. However, as Hiro tries to grab him, Yoigoshi uses Sakura's technique and it back to his territory. In the end, Noukin's team wins by 4 points, making everyone joy with happiness. The story ends with Yoigoshi and others are eager to participate in the upcoming tournament. That's for today's video. Hope you enjoy it. Tells us what anime do you like the most. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. Till next time, see ya.